10 people, I think it will get spread to whole of the class. It will help you in what do you say? In going through whatever I've underlined, okay, whatever I've underlined in array, that is more important. Please write down that as notes. Already the social contract. The first man was Thomas Hobbes. The second man is John Locke. Okay. Now John Locke has told that there should be one is a political contract, that is secondary. The first one is a social contract. The social contract is between people themselves, and the second one will be wherein they deal with the government. Okay. So that is what Locke told. Locke has differed because he is a bit different from Hobbes. He is there for constitutional monarchy. He is not for absolute monarchy. Okay. So he says now his concepts of social contract theory. Anybody can tell what is the difference between divine origin theory, force theory, and social contract theory? What is the difference between divine origin theory? One point, not too many. What is the difference between divine theory, force theory, and social contract theory?
Huh?
Anybody? Anybody can tell me what is the difference between divine origin theory, force theory, and social contract theory? Go ahead and tell me. Hello, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Anybody can tell me the doubt? What is divine origin theory? What is force theory? And what is social contract theory? Why there is a difference? Even if it is wrong, don't worry. Tell me. Why there is a difference between the three? What was there in divine origin theory which is not there in force theory? The presence of the kings, the divine power was there, where they were considered very sacred. The difference in force theory, it was considered more of physical coercion, where Jenks, Bernhard, Oppenheimer, and Trieste say that it is only due to physical coercion they were in social contract theory. The most important is the state of nature, and third is the power of the sovereign. Okay, wherein that people started giving these people other people. That is why it is considered more important. Okay. Now, his concepts of social contract theory. He said, this is I'm talking about John Locke, the second man. Okay. John Locke existed between 1632 to 1704. He was an Englishman. Most famous book is Letter of Toleration in 1689 and Essay Concerning Human Understanding in 1690. Okay, that is his important book. So he says, man is in state of peace, goodwill, mutual assistance, and preservation. What is mutual assistance? Anybody? Why is he saying mutual assistance is important? Hello? What is mutual assistance? Why are we mutually? Why is he saying mutually assistance? Anybody? Hello? What is the meaning of mutual assistance? What is mutual assistance? Sania? What is mutual assistance? Hello, am I audible? Are you able to hear me? Hello, are you able to hear? Umme Kulsum, what is mutual assistance? Hello,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, tell me.
Sir, it's one of the jurisdictions, sir. To enter into other jurisdictions for purpose of rendering.
Okay. See here, mutual assistance means very simple. Don't get into complicated thing. We are interdependent. We are dependent upon others to do our work. No, somebody is binding your textbook. Only then we are able to read. No, somebody is circulating the textbook, means it is coming into the stores. Only then you can go and buy. We are mutually dependent on others. No? When we come to class, we need a blackboard. So somebody would have prepared that blackboard. You got the concept, no? Somebody else is providing the bench. Okay, means it was brought from somebody else. Only then we can sit in the class. Only if the presence of the blackboard is there, only then we can write. Otherwise, what happens? We have to dictate like how you are dictating for the explanation. Okay. So, and you write your assignment again, it is depending upon the binder who gives you the book. So we are interdependent on each other. That is why mutual assistance is very important. And preservation of rights. We have to see there was a conscious effort to preserve the rights and bring it into codified and book form. Okay, Sanya, you got it. So
Yes, sir.
Locke's state of nature was more pre-political and not pre-social. He was born in an era where there was no politics involved. So he was moreover born in a place and a place where he was born was more into running into different kinds of system where he wanted to abolish all these systems. Means abolish means remove these systems and bring a new structure into place. Okay, that is why it's telling pre-political. Social, it was already there because man was free. See what was the era of what do you say? What do you say? This force theory. Kill whom you can, take what you can. That was the concept. So people enjoyed their natural rights. The third one is in a state of nature, men were free to act within the limits and the laws of nature. You could do whatever you want. Still, we do whatever we want, but there are limitations for what we do. If you are crossing that line, or we say in the what is it technical language, transgress, okay, or breach the law, you are liable for penalty. Means you are undergoing subjected to punishment. So anything it can be done. So if you go against the law will prevent you from, refrain you from doing it. Means stop from doing any such thing which is not considered in good terms. Men through voluntary compacts formed political communities. Voluntary contacts means they themselves started meeting other people. Okay, and in a conscience recognized, and they told them, yes, this is a conscious effort, and we have to uh, create this and form a community together. Okay, and the communities institute governments. That is how governments see. Communities means they were civil societies. Okay, civil is on people who are civics. Society is made up of people like you, of different ages, different classes, different educational levels, different fields, different social thoughts together in a place living at the same time. Okay, that is a society. So they said, yes, we need schools. Yes, we need children. Yes, we need industry. Yes, we need industrial workers. Yes, we need sportsmen. Yes, we need warriors. Yes, we need arms. Yes, we need development. Yes, we need infrastructure. Yes. So this is how people from different fields said together we need to make the society. Only then it is livable. You can live in the society. You need no, you need sportsmen, you need milkmen, you need drivers, you need IAS officers, you need IPS officers, you need teachers, you need professors, you need colleges, you need hospitals, you need doctors, you need engineers, you need different kinds of engineers. So how it is multiplying, you can see now how it is multiplying. Now multiplying means it's becoming more and more larger. Okay, you need people who are from agriculture field. Again, agriculture is not only one person, no? He's not the only person who tills the soil. There are so many people along communicated along with him, interconnected. So somebody has to purify that. If we take example of rice, again it has to get processed, again it has to get filled in the bags, again it has to come from interstate to interstate. So many people are involved, so it's a huge task. Okay, so we are mutually assisted with each other and interdependent. These the people did not surrender all their natural rights, but they surrendered only the right to interpret and enforce the law of nature and according to their individual views, which were controllable and which had to be controlled, were surrendered. Not everything. That is why certain rights are still with us, no? Because we openly we openly tell people that we don't like this, we don't like. I used to play cricket. We used to have Indian cricket team as a fan. Now we have Virat Kohli fans. For Virat Kohli, no? Then we have Dhoni fans. Then we have Ravindra Jadeja fans. Then we have Pandya fans. Then we have Rohit Sharma fans. Those who watch cricket might be familiar with these names. Okay, so everybody has their own fan following with every individual cricketer now. Earlier they used to like the team. Now they like individuals. So that is a difference. That is the difference. It has come over years. Whichever game you watch and you have whichever favorite cricketers you have, so whichever favorite sports you like, that is football, tennis, whatever it is. So that is how the difference started coming. Okay, what is favorite and all that? This is, my favorite cricketer, my favorite tennis player, my favorite football player, my favorite badminton player, my favorite wrestling player. So those watch whichever respective sports you come from, which respective state you come from, and it is region wise in India, no? So some people who like from northern part of India, they'll be liking more of physical games, wrestling. Punjab, Haryana, Delhi. So primarily it is found there. Okay, primarily it is found there. Again, tennis, another different region. Cricket, though, it's all over India. So football, primarily West Bengal. Oh, die-hard fans. So movies and all, Andhra people from Andhra Pradesh and all, very die-hard fans. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, die-hard fans of movies. So it is different. It is different in different states. Okay, so many things are happening. Okay, then it says there were two contracts, namely the first one was social contract, that was between the people themselves, among themselves. They started settling their differences and congregating, means together they came. I told you, what is congregation? Together with different kinds of people. Different kinds of people live in our society, right from the milkman, right from the person who gives you persons who supplies you groceries, persons who supply you water, because here in Bangalore we have even people who supply water. And all these services are coming through an agency in Bangalore called the Dunzo. And then we have the Zomato, Tomato, Hari Mirchi, Kothimir, Pudina, all these are. So these so many things are there in Bangalore. Okay, might be it is not available in your places. But here, n number of services and n number of people who are supplying it. Everything you name it, you will have different kinds of peoples and different kinds of everything is available, right? I told you now everything. Okay, that what is urban companies of all the barbers are coming to your house. They're cleaning your house, they're cleaning your fans, they're cleaning your ACs. Every facility is there, every facility. So all these people are dependent on us. You are dependent on them. Very simple. Okay, in number of things are happening. So okay, you're giving an opportunity for others also to develop. At the same time, you develop, because you have the purchase power parity to purchase it. They are rendering services for it. It is not free of cost. Okay, so I hope you got why it is different from other theories. And the second one was governmental contract. It's between you and the government, because you are the part of the election process which elects the person who's sitting there and ruling over you. Okay, it is with your will you elect that person. Okay, the ruler was a party to the contract, obviously, because they were people who were ruling it. If it was considered, if it was wrong, they would overthrow him. Law was to be an expression at the will of the people, definitely. Consent was the basis of governmental body. Consent, I told you that day. Consent. Without your consent, you cannot go ahead. There are forms, no, in your, for example, your college form and all, when you fill, and all these other forms. I agree to the above conditions. You tick and then you sign. No? Means you are agreeing to the above conditions. That is what happens. Okay. Consent was a part. The government was a trustee. People retained the right to revolt and overthrow the government which failed to act for common good and protect the rights. If you are going towards Madras and they are going towards Bombay, that means you are going in different directions. Okay, that's when the people will not like the government and they will overthrow it. Means what? Overthrow means they will not go physically throw them out. It was done through a process called election. They would choose them and they would say that yes, no longer you are doing as what you promised and what you did, so thank you very much, we can leave the place, somebody else will occupy it. And then they would go ahead and it is called agenda in political party. Okay, agenda, they will have a different agenda. Everybody will have a different agenda, what to do and what to. Okay, that was the concept. The state was based on the consent of the people, very very important. The government uh, was an agency of the state consisting of the legislative, executive, and federative. Here it is not federative, here it is judiciary. Okay, LEG. Locke made a distinction between the state and the government. Now he started drawing a line between what is state and what is government. The state was based on the consent of people. The government aimed at the good for the community. Community means at large. Okay. You will have these definitions of what is community also. Locke proposed political sovereignty through the contract theory. Political sovereignty means preferably the sovereignty should come through politics. Means somebody who rules over you should come from a political angle. Earlier the angle was what? Force. Before that the angle was what? King, divine power, divinity, devotee. He made monarchy a limited or constitutional monarchy. Means he started putting brakes on them. He said enough of this all going is these kings and the what the clergy and the strong men and the kingsmen and the noblemen. Cut all these people. Bring people who are coming from the common ground. Means what? People like you and me who go and sit there and make laws. Okay, they are just like us, no? There's nothing differentiating between us and them. So instead of the power being concentrated only in few people, let it get concentrated to people who are from a normal life, of course. Okay, everybody. Then happened, he advocated the majority rule. That is there, no? Even today, any bill has to pass, it has to get passed, especially the money bills in the Lok Sabha. It has to pass through majority, 2/3 majority. Only then you can uh, pass the bill. All other bills are simple bills, but money bill is the most important bill. Money bills are Article 112 of the Constitution. It is called Annual Financial Statement, wherein the finance minister presents the budget, usually done in the last week of February. Earlier we had two budgets. Now we are having one budget. Okay, it is a common budget. Countries like France also had this. There are very few available. It is only one budget common. We had a railway budget and a general budget. Now, what were the problems of or criticisms or negatives of Locke? Locke's state of nature was unrealistic. There is no historical basis for his theory. Means state of nature never existed, they say. But you, me, everybody knows what is state of nature even today. 10 o'clock, if you are new to Bangalore, please 10 o'clock or 10:30 or 11 o'clock, you please go through our signals. Let's see who follows our signals. Okay. Okay. So then you will know what is law of nature. I should be going first, you should be going first. That is the system. Okay. So state of nature was not unrealistic, it is more realistic. Unless and until the policeman doesn't stand there, or there are no electronically controlled cameras, our people will never improve, and neither they will follow the rules. So there's nothing new to tell about it. You know your own people more than me. Okay. So if you're whichever state you're coming from, please go and see the signals at 11 o'clock, 10:30, who follows it and how many people are following it. So you'll know what is law of nature. Okay. According to Locke, man enjoyed rights even before the origin of state. It is false because rights cannot be enjoyed in the absence of state. Yes, true. Because state was never formed, so rights can also not be given. Because see, you need a definite territory. Okay, excuse me. You need a definite territory, and the territory needs to be marked. Okay, today what we call a state, and the people who are living at that point of time should be considered as civics or citizens. Only then they can be given rights. That is why the criticism is there. His emphasis on the physical aspect. Okay. So he says more on the, he is relying more on the geographical area and not on the moralities. Okay, morals, ethics, more. That is where it is. He was concentrated. Yes, he concentrated more on geography because today the best example of his geography and his thought is from England to America. This man went, and I'm telling you, know, he died long back. Still, his theory is prevalent. Theory is prevalent, and you can understand how long it's been functioning. Nearly 1700 means 1700 to 1800, 1800, 1900, 1900 to 2000, 320, 319, 320 years ago. That was his thought. Still, it is prevalent in America because he is the founding father of American Revolution and behind the American Constitution. Okay. So he is more bothered about that. And the best example why America exists is because of him only. Even their constitution, I told you, no, 1776 it was written. Till date, you can go and see it. It has never been edited. It has never been edited. Okay, because it is the oldest existing document which the world has at present. Okay, nobody has the power to change it. Okay, people who tried changing it either got killed or they were impeached, on the almost impeached. Okay, so that is the system existed. So you must be knowing what kind of a person Locke might have been. Not very easily, you would not easily budge, or budge in common languages. इतना आसानी से झुकते नहीं. So his thought was completely different. Moreover, he recognizes political sovereignty and ignores legal sovereignty because no legal system was there. That is quite obvious. Again, I'm laughing because if there is no state, on whom are you going to? Where is the judiciary? Where is the legislature? Where is the executive? Where is the judiciary? Who are you going to make judges when you don't have a state? Okay, so again, unrealistic thought about the supreme power. Locke confuses the authority. Not one puts supreme power in legislature. Means you could not clearly differentiate between the different kind of a system where you elect the representatives. Community is people, wherein people are there unofficially electing. That he is the chief, he is the head, and all that. Remember the tribes and the tribesmen, horse and the horsemen, herds and the herdsmen. Yeah, so might be he is not drawing a very clear line, or there's not a very good clarity between them. So but I'm still telling you, if you have people like Locke and their thought even today prevailing, uh, the world would have been a different way of thinking. Might be America thinks in a different fashion because of this man. Okay, Americans do think in a different fashion. Might be those who do know about America, and there are different kind of a system. Okay, biggest difference is I'm telling you is there a federal system of government. It is federal government. It is a fiduciary which prints their currency. We have Reserve Bank of India, no? So they have the fiduciary. Okay, it is the fiduciary which prints the notes there. The department itself is called fiduciary. Don't ask what is fiduciary. Fiduciary itself is the department which prints the notes. Okay, and that is the governing body for them. Okay, for us it is the Reserve Bank of India which prints the notes. You must have seen. Those who are not seeing note, please go and see it today. It is a legal sovereign tender, and it is written there that I promise to pay the beer a sum of 20 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever it is written on that. It is being sanctioned. That is why it is a legal tender. You are not supposed to tear the note. Okay. Why it is a note? Because it is legally sanctioned. It is the medium of exchange. That is a value it is got, no? It is a value you have on that note. Why? Otherwise, it is just a paper, no? Why do you call it 500 rupees? 2000 rupees. Why? Because it is legally sanctioned by the and it is ratified by the parliament, and you have the RBI governor signing on it. The Reserve Bank of India governor signs on it. Okay, so that is why it is legal sovereign tender, only medium of exchange. Okay, yeah, might be today you're
Hmm.
using Google Pay, whichever pay, whatever pay, but currency is currency. No, you need currency for what? You need currency for what? To exchange in the terms of goods, to exchange in terms of whatever. You are paying fees to the college, no? Most of you pay it in terms of money. You go and pay hard cash only. Paisa. That is why it is very, very important. Now, probably you will
Excuse
go
me,
and see
sir.
the. Tell me.
Sir, do you know these tender projects?
Tender? Tell me.
Tender, tender projects, sir. Tender. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
open for
Tender
the
projects.
public and it, just tell me something about that because I want to know and I didn't get anything related to that.
See, tender earlier, I think, see, what used to happen is people used to bid this thing. Bid. That means what? For example, I'm going to print the textbook, you think. Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
General example, I'll tell you what used to happen is now, if you are from Karnataka, you will know this. If you are not from
Hmm.
Karnataka, it's a different system. Okay.
I'm from
So,
Bangalore.
you are from Bangalore. See, for example, now there is a department, okay. For
Hmm.
anything, tenders to be called, online bidding will be done. Online
Hmm.
means what? The person gives the least this thing, what do you say? A quote will get this thing, and the quality should be
Hmm.
there, and there is a particular department for it. Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
you have to go there and get yourself registered as a user, means that you are a supplier for it, and then all over India that happens.
Hmm.
E-procurement, tender, Department of E-procurement and E-tender, it is called. E-par or something in Karnataka.
Hmm.
So that is where it
Hmm.
is there in multi-story building, I think. Multi-story building, building one. So
Hmm.
that is how tendering and all happens because they supply goods to colleges, no?
What are the
So
projects which come under that? Hmm.
different projects will come. Different projects because in colleges it is different. So departments it is
Hmm.
different. For example, see all these government colleges they will have the supply of furniture. They will have supply of scientific equipments, engineering equipments. So it differs according to the departments. But
Hmm.
this department, I forgot that name actually. It was called Department of E-procurement of. But they will give you a username and a password. They will give you a digital key. That is what you say is and digital signature. So through which you can log in and start bidding and all that.
Hmm.
So it was happening in some colleges.
Hmm.
So They used to tell me that on that portal you have to go there and do this and all. That's what I heard. So that is how the procedure happens in tenders. Yeah. Not more into it. Okay.
Because
Because
I see this
once
in newspapers.
yeah, yeah. Tell me.
Hello. Like I get to see this every day in newspapers.
Yeah, in newspapers you can see the department they are calling for e-tenders.
Yeah, there are like 3 long pages on tenders.
No idea because I'm not a. First of all, I'm not an economic student, so I'm not too much on this. Tender means exactly. I think you ask for something and you it is bidding happens and the person who's giving the
Yeah, it's
quality with
basically
the least
auction. Hmm.
no idea. So I told you no, I don't know the subject, so I cannot comment. See, I don't know about astronomy, so I can't go and comment on astronomy. Whatever little I knew about tender, I'm telling you. So because it is, I told you no, it's not my subject. So
Yeah.
whatever the subject is, little bit I know of political science only, then I can tell you.
Mm.
Okay,
Yes, sure.
so we are continuing with our subject. Okay, so Locke has again failed to make a distinction between community and social aggregation as a political social aggregation is together. Okay, together you are joining for a purpose. That is together is different. So please listen. Important. What was his value? He was the first theorist to propound the theory of consent of people in political science. The first man who was more concentrated on consent. So means what? आपकी मर्जी के बिना कुछ नहीं हो सकता. That is what he told. That is the actual interpretation. Nobody had done this before. Second thing, his views created political awakening in Europe, and moreover, it resulted in development of democracies. Means it was the signaling or the beginning of overthrowing of the old systems. In scientific terms, we say outdated. Okay, outdated machinery. It is old, no? Old and redundant. It will not perform. So he said, all this is no longer going to work. So he was the man who initiated it, or in terms of science, initial velocity. How it started. The doctrine of constituent monarchy is a great contribution of Locke to political science. Constitutional backed by monarch means he never not only created the constitution, but he was even behind backed by the monarch. Means he is bringing everybody into the ambit or into the picture. Means everybody is responsible. You are just because you're a king or a monarch. Monarch, I told you, is a king of kings is monarch. So you are not getting away from this boss. You are also involved in this. He brought everybody into the picture. So again, nobody had done this. He was the man who gave the theory of natural rights. His ideas inspired the framers of the American Constitution. I'm telling you, he's the founding father of the American Constitution. His thought, he is not directly involved, but his thought is 100% there. Everything what this man told is prevalent there. And he considered government more as a trust. Okay, trust means what? It's instituted for a benefit. Okay, see there are different kinds of trusts. Okay, you will again study in your subjects of law what is a trust and what are different kinds of trust. But generally, trusts are done wherein they are done with the intention of providing what do you say benefit to others. Okay, there are different kinds of trust. That is what I'm telling you. Certain trusts only benefit certain people, but this is a trust which is once you it benefits all the people. Again, the people have the right to remove the cruel monarch. If they think and deem fit, they will change the government. Cruel. Cruel means what I told you. If the king is good, everything is good. If the king is not good, you say, thank you very much, king. We are changing you. That's all. That was the concept where he bought in. Then he said, sovereignty of the state meant the sovereignty of the people and not the king. Very important. He says, it is sovereignty of the state. It is who you bring into picture. It is you who actually bring those people into picture. They are not coming them by selves. That is universal representation. of vote. Okay, universal adult franchise it is called. You are transferring your vote to the person. Okay, you go and click the button today. Earlier, the button was not clicked. We had a ballot paper. America, Germany, and Japan are the most advanced countries in the world. If you don't know, okay, but still they are using ballot paper only. It means they go and put the seal on the front of him. Okay, they are using that system. We are using the electronic voting machines or the EVMs, but those people are not using. They still, those who are following the American election might have been seeing the very big papers they were selecting. The difference between us and them is they have only Democratic and Republicans. In India, we have as of now 46 recognized parties. So, because it is a different kind of a democracy. He pleaded for the separation of legislature from executive. This means it is the theory of separation of powers. Each one does their own job. That is what he told. He gave the world a systematic, rational means logic, eminently reliable philosophy of individualism. You will study future. What is individualism? Political sovereignty and constitutional government. Most important, I'm telling you, is the idea of political sovereignty and the idea of constitutional government. Means it should be backed by the constitution. It is like a guide. It is like a book you have to follow. Now you are following one particular book, no, in political science. You are following one particular book in economics. You are following a particular book in sociology. Why are you following that particular book? Because that is necessary for your syllabus. That is that's only present in that book. Otherwise you can't go and study 10th semester book which is prescribed now. Okay, can you go and study a subject which is in 10th semester? No, because now it's in first semester. Similarly, when you go to the second semester, you will only study second semester books. So it is been prescribed. The constitution has been prescribed, and I told you, no, because of his views, his his angle of viewing a particular way is quite distinctly different. Means उनका सोचने का तरीका अलग था. So आज भी ये prevalent है American Constitution में. It is considered very very rigid. You cannot, rigid means बहुत सख्त है constitution, उसको बदलाया नहीं जा सकता. आज तक जिसने बदलाने की कोशिश की या वो मर गए या उनको हटा दिया गया. You can imagine how strong and how systematic the thought is. Okay, that is a thought. You are getting, no, what is thought? वो सोच को नहीं बदला जा सकता. We can burn the book, not the thought, my friends. For those who are new to thinking power, mind is such a great thinking power. At one time you can have 70,000 thoughts. Okay, at one moment जब आप सोचना शुरू करते हैं आपके दिमाग में 70,000 thoughts आते हैं. Can anybody control it? No. It is beyond your imagination. It is beyond your imagination. So a man who thought way and above others is Mr. John Locke. Okay. So somebody who doesn't like change. One more thing. Somebody who does not like change very soon. Now we are liking a man. Now we are going to the next man who likes too many changes. That is a man called Jean-Jacques Rousseau in 1712 to 1776. Born in a very poor family in Geneva. Those who are new to Geneva, Geneva is the capital of Switzerland. It's in Europe. And at 16, he ran away from Geneva. Means he ran away